Fake it till you make it is a quote that becomes quite common in a certain age of a sick society. See, the point about acting as if nothing bothers you or acting as if something is real in your life, this is nothing else but a point of view of a sick society to constantly keep you busy. Because in a sick society, people constantly keep themselves busy because otherwise they remember how miserable their life is. Once you become used to the idea that you must keep yourself busy all the time, any new idea that supports that idea is definitely a welcome sight. And you're going to indulge into that with little to no resistance. See, the single problem that I have with act as if nothing bothers you. See, the whole point of language is that you have to understand the words correctly. A lot of people use words nowadays, but they happen to function or they function in such a way that they feel oblivious to whatever they are speaking or reading because it says act as if nothing bothers you. So it's like pretend that nothing happens or pretend that nothing goes wrong. See, if you want to become an actor in your life, you're already the best actor in your life because, well, it's just you and your physical body, and that's it. Everyone else has their own physical body, their own challenges, and the such. In your own life, you're the only and the best actor that there can be because it's all just a play if you want to make a psychiatry of it, or it's just a spiritual longing if you take life into account for what it is. Because life is life, it is all about challenges. There will always be challenges. But if you want to fake everything, well, you only become an actor in your life. And you're gonna be an actor that gets little to no awards. Nobody's gonna award you for all the acts that you do. You're not gonna award yourself as well, right? You're also not gonna award yourself because if you're capable of lying yourself, obviously your esteem is not in a very good shape. You've had probably much better days. If you're capable of lying yourself, well, other people lying to you, that's not gonna be a challenge most likely. So, the moment you reach this level when you can easily lie yourself, well, that's not a strength, it's just a liability. Because the more you can lie yourself, the further you distance yourself from the truth, and you only become more and more of a nutcase, more or less. So, fake it till you make it is nothing else but the ideas and aspects of a sick society. Because when you look at this sick society, everything is fake. Everything is nothing else but a act. They have actors, right? They call them the actors of the Matrix, right? They have these actors. They're giving them awards and the such. But nobody cares about that money, honestly. They're never actually owning any money because, first and foremost, nobody actually owns anything. You only own your karma because owning something means you take it beyond the grave, right? Not just making use of it. You can make use of things, you know, even if you don't have a so called paper that states you are the owner of that. You can sit on a bench, you can go in a park, you can hug a tree without actually owning them, right? But you're not gonna take any of those beyond the grave. Only your karma you will take. And preferably make as much of a, let's say, influence that will be beneficial to you in this life and future lifetimes. It's not gonna always be easy, but well, everything has a start. So in the sick society, they have actors and the such. They never own any money. They're just giving that money with, as a loan. When the system no longer wants them, they will appear on, the news broadcast that something bad happened, an accident, a raving fan, something happened to them and they passed away because this whole system is rigged like that. You join it, well, you know, it's just like a war. You go with the shield, and you either come back with the shield in hand or you come back on the shield, right? As the Romans would say. There is no other way when it comes to most people in the Matrix. The Matrix helps you grow, but it's a fake growth, and well, it can easily make it that you plunge, right? Because it controls the money. Whatever controls the money, it has certain power. So fake it till you make it. Look at all those people on the internet. They're all obsessed with posting, fake things about their lives, and you know, no one knows how miserable they are. When you look at interviews with Elvis and other people from such bands who were raised by the Matrix, or whatever you want to call this sick society as, they will all tell you at the end of their career that they were miserable. They had all the fans they wanted, they had all the money they wanted, but they never had love in the first place. They never had people to care for them. All they had were people that, they were going crazy about them, and that's it. And those people weren't going crazy because of them. They were going crazy because of themselves, not of the artists, right? And the people supporting the fake society, right? Because a raving fan is someone who's obsessed about the emotion, not about the ones or the one who gives them those emotions, right? So, fake it till you make it. Well, if you want to make your whole life into a show, well, it better be a good one. Because typically, a show, if you make your life into a show, you're not going to be far away from the psychiatry. The more one can lie themselves, well, not in all cases, obviously, but the more someone can lie themselves, well, you're going to make yourself more or less a nutcase. Sooner or later, it will happen. Because whatever you do in life, your life energies will follow. Because life energies don't have an awareness. You have a discriminatory mind thanks to this physical body. This physical body gives you the power to use discrimination. And if you use it wrongly, your life energies will follow because, well, they will see your impulse, they will simply follow. If you follow in the idea of lying and cheating yourself, well, life will follow. And the problem is, there's always a thin line in between sanity and insanity. And, if you push yourself too much, maybe on your own, you're not going to cross that line. But if your life energies get convinced that that's the way, they will push you through that line. And once you're on the other side, well, you're going to lose control of yourself and any sense of reality slowly and surely. When you lose sense of reality, well, everything becomes confusion even more, right? Everything in life is confusion because the mind that we use doesn't have an awareness as well. It stores data, but it never knows what that data is. It never knows how that data can be used. That is your discernment that you're making use of in order to exploit the resources that you have, mental resources, physical resources, energy ones, whatever you may call them, right? And the more you make use of these, well, you can make your life better or worse, depending on what your tendencies are. But the problem is, once your life starts following along, then it's going to become much harder to pull out of. That is why you have a lot of people who still cling back to their old ways. Because the more you do something, the better used you get to it, and the better you get at it. So you create stronger and stronger cycles. A cycle means that it will come back in your life. You may be 10 years in the future, you may think, oh, I'm such a new person, I'm so good, I no longer drink, I no longer do that, all your, you know, self-destructive behaviors are gone. Slowly and surely you will see they will come back. Because a cycle is a cycle, it means it will repeat. So hopefully this video raised a bit of awareness. Remember that it is much better to live in a genuine way. People may not like you, but honestly, they're just a mirror of their own misery. And you're not here to draw other people's misery. If you can care about others, well, why not? But why not care about your physical body as well? Because love begins from within. So within, so without. If one becomes loving within, their aura becomes stronger, and people around will realize more or less what and who, what kind of person you are. This also can be faked, yes, but when you're genuinely a loving person, that's a bit harder to fake. It's easy to fake against ignorance who don't know anything and who wouldn't invest into getting better. But those are the miserable people who you should be somewhat away from, because they'll drown you in their misery sooner or less, right? More or less sooner or later. So, this being said, hopefully this video raised a bit of awareness. You are appreciated. Take care, enjoy life, and this being said, Ferenjan Board signing out.